Here's a short video designed to help you rigging your Tastee tubes with various weighted tube inserts. This is a solid tube with an 1/8 ounce weighted head and a Matsuo 3/0 sickle hook. You simply invert the tube, put the eye of the weighted insert in first, work it forward. Now make sure that the hook does not go past the solid part of the tube. Here we have it rigged, and we simply push down with our fingers, exposing the hook eye, and there we have a 3 1/4 inch Tastee tube rigged with a 1/8 ounce tube insert and a 3/0 Matsuo sickle hook. Next we'll move on to a 1/4 ounce insert with a single wire flexible weed guard. This is also a 3/0 hook. This is a laminated Tastee tube, so you want to work going in from the top dark color and then proceeding to the bottom. Lay your tube down against the hook to see approximately where you want to bring the eye of the hook out. Invert the tube, we'll go in this way. We're going to invert, we're going to go in the front of the tube. And here comes the important part. These tubes will rip unless you give them a little slip with some oil. In this case, I'm just going to use a little dab of Vaseline on there. And I want to bring that hook out the back of the tube as we push the tube inside. There we have it completely rigged inside the tube with the line tie exposed and a 3/0 Matsuo hook. Next we'll move on to a double wire weed guard, 1/8 ounce head, and a 2/0 Matsuo sickle hook. Again, the dark side up. Well, first we got to size it. I always like to size these first. We don't want to come as far forward with the head of this because the back of the hook is going to interfere with the solid portion of the tube. Move back a little bit. This time we're going to take our Vaseline and we're going to put it on prior to going into the tube. There we go. It's very important to keep the laminate straight. By this I mean you don't want to come out the side of the bottom color. You want to come out the top color, the dark color on the top. Here we go. Push the weighted insert inside. These guards can be separated, bent forward, and we have another perfectly rigged laminated Tastee tube. Here's a 1/4 ounce head with a 2/0 Matsuo sickle hook. This is a laminated green pumpkin watermelon Tastee tube. Again, a little dab of Vaseline on there to keep that tube from ripping. Last, we're going to do an open hook mustad 3/0 on an 1/8 ounce. These are the easiest to rig when they do not have a weed guard. This is a solid colored green pumpkin tube. Actually, this is a mud pie. We're going to invert this again, like we did on our first one. the eye hook inside the opening, slide it forward, turn the tube over. Make sure it is lined up, not offset, so that the hook point lines up with the eye that is trying to protrude through the Tastee tube, yet not too far forward to the solid part of the tube. Push down, exposing the eye, and there you have a solid color Tastee tube rigged with a 1/8 ounce weighted tube insert and a Mustad 3 ultra point hook. Hope this helps you out with your tube rigging.